Welcome to Good Mythical MORE. Let's play Would You Rather Aged Poorly Edition.
But first, we're going to name that squad. What do you call a group of cats?
A group of cats. A group of cats.
I think it's a cavalry.
A cavalry?
A cavalcade.
A cavalcade? No, it's more like a... This is something that we should have heard, you know? A group of cats? Like a herd. You know?
It's like herding cats.
Yeah, that's the only way I've heard multiple cats referred to as a unit is in that saying.
I don't think cats go in groups.
I don't think there's a word for it.
Yeah.
There's no word.
A clowder.
That's just stupid. A clowder of cats, like chowder, but the H turned into an L?
Made up words, y'all.
A clowder of cats.
A boner of cats.
This is getting ridiculous. This is like when every day of the year has a holiday now.
Yeah, bull crap, man.
Bull crap. Cat crap. Cat crap smells worse than bull crap, and I can tell you because I've smelled both of them.
What are we doing, Stevie?
I'm going to give you a would you rather situation.
Okay.
And the would you rather situation is related to things that have aged poorly, and then you're going to have to tell me what you would rather.
Okay.
Would you rather pluck your eyebrows early 2000s style so they're teeny tiny for the rest of your life, or have to wear Justin Timberlake's infamous Canadian tuxedo every time you go out to dinner?
Every time?
Every time.
Every time I go out to dinner.
I think I could become known as the guy who wears the jean tuxedo.
Because you got a thick eyebrow, man.
You said something that I've always wondered about, Stevie. You said, plug them into, a thin brow and have it that way for the rest of your life.
Well, oftentimes people's eyebrows, if you pluck them over and over again, they won't grow back. So a lot of people right now are trying to, get their eyebrows to grow back.
I think that would happen to me because
microblading,
in like middle school, I started plucking in between my eyebrows to avoid the unibrow, and I haven't had to do that in 10 years because the follicles died.
A lot of mine died too, but mine are strong. Boy, they keep coming back.
So maybe, I would look so different. I'd be the jean jacket for sure.
Mine will hide behind my glasses.
So you could almost do without eyebrows.
Like a puny brow. I could do it. So I guess I would go with the puny brow.
Huh. Okay. But you could own a puny brow, I guess. Let's say you can own a denim tuxedo. You can be like, yeah, I'm wearing it. I made the choice to wear it. Okay.
So you say I made the wrong choice.
Yeah, I'm saying there's right and wrong answers to would you rather.
But it's
my preference is wrong.
Yeah.
The thing I find so interesting is how quickly we can go from thinking
thin
that
brown
one thing looks good. I remember
It's
thinking
crazy.
In the early 2000s when Jessie got her eyebrows real small. I was like, damn, the eyebrows are so tiny.
No, but we wrote a song. We wrote it.
Woo, I could barely see them.
One of the first songs we wrote was a unibrow song. We were making fun of basically ourselves, and we made a music video featuring your dad in a barbershop.
Yes.
But then we wrote a sequel, the Puny Brow song. It wasn't good, but we were making fun of that at the time.
Yeah, but
because it went too far.
Well, we were making fun of it, but
I did not.
We liked it too.
No, I thought it was. No, not at that point. We wouldn't have written a song if we didn't.
Oh no, I can think two things at the same time. I thought it was so sexy.
Fine, I don't.
I was like, it's almost gone.
I mean, keep in mind the facial hair you were rocking at the same time that the puny brow.
Exactly.
You had the puny facial hair.
You had a chin strap. I had the goatee.
I mean, man. But now you look at it and you're like,
goatee.
You're like, what? What?
When will goatees come back?
What happened? I hope so.
I mean,
hopefully soon.
I could have a goatee right now. It would be so ironic. Like the goatee is the next mustache.
Yeah, mustaches are currently on the back end of their ironic phase.
Like if I wanted to go, would it be more ironic for me to do the full goatee like I used to have, or just no mustache, just the goatee?
You got to do the full goatee to be ironic because
with the mustache.
Yeah.
Normcore.
Normcore.
Would you rather forever only be known as the creator of Jar Jar Binks or constantly be told you look like Jar Jar Binks?
The creator of Jar Jar Binks?
I didn't know there was so much hatred to about Jar Jar Binks.
The guy who played Jar Jar Binks, I mean, he had
really suffered.
He lived that part of the Would You Rather. Not that he looked like him, but that he was him, the third option. And it's like it really had a negative impact on the dude. I feel sorry for the guy. I'd rather be the creator.
Yeah.
Because
then you'd be George Lucas, right?
Because he got over that.
Would you rather? I don't have anything to say. I don't have anything to add. Rather have a Von Dutch hat permanently sewn to your head.
Yeah.
Or an Ed Hardy shirt permanently tattooed on your chest.
Oh, gosh. I mean,
tattooed T-shirt?
I think you got to go with a T-shirt because at least you could cover it up with other things. The hat is kind of like, it's a hat.
Yeah, you got to go with
a brim.
You got to go with the T-shirt.
But if I had to just like...
Because the T-shirt is made out of tattoos. That's what the Ed Hardy T-shirts are, by the way. So it's kind of like redeeming it.
But somebody opened a cold one.
Or broke a bone.
That was a liquid death. I'm sorry. I ran out of one. I had to open another one.
But if I had to just make a choice, like if you take the permanently sew out of it and you had to be like, you have to start doing this as a more than occasional fashion choice, I'd go with the hat over the Ed Hardy shirt.
Talk about fashion statements and permanently sewing. Is that a thing? Because it seems like that would be a thing that we would just.
Is it a thing that people permanently sew clothes onto themselves?
Yeah.
No, I think the stink factor would be a little overwhelming.
I don't think that's a thing. Like a never nude situation.
People get shirts tattooed onto them. Like I've got. Is that a shirt? No, it's a tattoo.
It's ink.
Yeah.
Hey, want to remind you, today is the last day to get that, which is Rhett and Link Sing Lionel. We covered Round and Round and You Are, and we also immaculately posed like Lionel.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Inside of that. It's part of Rhett and Link history. It's part of Lionel's history. It could be part of your life if you join the Third Degree Monthly by today. That's it. This is the only way you can get this thing. Mythical Society, Third Degree Monthly, by today. Visit mythicalsociety.com. Please get it.
Wow.
Would you rather have peaked as the best hacky sack dude in school or as the ultimate pog master?
I don't really know what pogs
I still can't tell you what
we don't know what those are. We missed that.
The round
played it on the
round
show.
little things that you like collect
we played it,
and
we
then
still
you
don't
like
get it.
flip and hit.
Definitely hacky sack. I mean,
it's there's athleticism involved.
You
in
can
that,
impress
right?
a whole group of people with a hacky sack, and you can do it by yourself. I mean, sometimes it's like if you got some chump with you that can't actually get it back to you.
Like the guy who peaked as the hacky sack guy ended up with the hula hoop girl. You know the hula girl? Mm-hmm. Girl who goes out on the beach and she's
I know
doing
her
all the
very well.
hula hoops.
She has very small eyebrows.
Yeah, she does.
They didn't grow back.
Flowy outfit and lots of hula hoops happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
We're together.
Would you rather be the don't tase me bro guy or the grape stomping lady?
The grape stomping lady.
Well, I think there's more sympathy for the grape stomping lady. It's not just that. It's the visceral
lower than
sounds.
that.
It's like
Oh.
there's a lot of that kind of thing that's happening. There's like snorting that's happening before she gets any sounds out.
Oh. There's like a little bit of dolphin dead. Yeah.
I mean,
That's how I remember it.
I'd much rather be tased than to fall face first from a platform into grass. But I'd rather be the grape stopping lady. Because the tase me bro had also just said something offensive, right? That's why he was tased? I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
I think the grape stomping lady can laugh at her thing. But if she's walking down the street, do people start making those noises like Stevie constantly does?
Would you recognize the grape stomping?
No.
Yeah.
No, you would.
In my mind, the resolution was not
Yeah.
great enough to recognize.
Thank God.
But
for
the
us.
audio fidelity was.
Well, we gotta watch that right after this.
Would you rather
Can
have
play the audio.
everyone find out you followed Limp Bizkit around on their world tour, or that you paid $1,000 for an autographed copy of Hanson's debut album?
Well, if it required me to do the thing in order to be the person who had done it, I'd much rather pay $1,000 for Hanson's first album than follow Limp Bizkit around on tour. You know, if I had to invest the time.
They have some legitimate talent.
I just don't want to. I mean, I don't want to follow anybody
Both
on
of them.
tour. You know?
If I want people on tour,
Were you saying that Limp Bizkit had the talent, or that Hanson, or both?
both.
Huh?
Especially those Hanson boys.
I think I've said on the show before, I remember where I was when I first heard Hanson.
Where were you?
On a street in Greensboro in the car. I think it's called something like Pisgah Church Road or something in Greensboro. Yeah.
You flipped out, man. You loved it.
I was like, surely this is Young Women. And then I was like, no, it's not. And then I was
Young-
like,
Young
no.
Brothers.
Like Bop?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you liked it, right?
Yeah, of course.
My memory like that is so much less. It's so much more obscure. I remember Trent
Yeah.
telling me to get into his car in the parking lot at Harnett Central and playing that Everclear song, "We Can Live Beside the Ocean,"
Uh-huh.
and thinking like, this is the best song I've ever heard.
Really?
Yeah, I remember thinking like, man, I love that. Oh, so good. And it's just like, it's so 90s.
Oh yeah.
But I loved it.
It
You think it holds
it
up?
holds up better than the two bands in question.
Okay, we're going to listen to that in a second too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everclear. Well, I don't know the name of the song, but it was the best song I ever heard.
Santa Monica.
Santa Monica?
I think that's the name of the song. You got another one? To get the Rhett and Link Sing line on vinyl release, you need to be a Third Degree monthly member, and today is the last day to join. Visit mythicalsociety.com for details.